Welcome back. So here we are at the start of our boot camp with a topic that says relational database. So what does this relational database mean? And does this word makes any similar sense to you? How does that make sense and the database works? Let's just have a look. Just like it says relational database. So what does that really means? Relational basically mean that something that is correlated, right? So if I'll just talk about the data of myself or the person who are taking this training, how would I get that data into a consistent form so that I can have a look at that particular data? So just like relation database are something that is being used in all the organization per se, that is banking system, hospitals, information security, reservation. As we must have seen, they do have data of their employees, their clients, and the customer who are taking the classes and booking the flights, whatsoever it is. It needs to be required in a tabular form so that they can just have a consistent look and there will be no delayed in the performance of that particular thing. So what does that help us to do? It just help us to have consistency over the data that we have with us, just for the better understanding. If I am a person who'll just put things here and there in my room, so it will become difficult for me to look for things, isn't it? So if the data which I have with me, it's in a tabular form, it will help me to grasp the data and the information properly with me. As there are so many businesses running who use the database just for storing the information of their clients, their employees, per se. If it's students, they'll just need the information about the same. So relational database per se is related to one another. So how does that really relate? We do have different employees working in different departments in our organization. Per se, there is one person who is related to another person, or per se, I do require certain kind of information for that particular employee, preferably sitting in some other part of the country. Per se, I am situated in India and the other person who is sitting in US, and I do need some kind of information. So how do I even get that? By looking at the table which are there, and I can just correlate them and get the information for that particular employee who's working. Just like it basically help us to get the commitment and honesty. Just like I have stored the data in a form that is easier to understand. I hope that my point is being clear what really relational database is. Let's have a look. How do we really plan database? As database is not something as small as we can just, okay, I just need a database, okay, let's get it. It's require a vast planning around the same, as it's not a small thing. As if I am in an organization who's having 1500 or 2000 employees working at my place, how do I even store the data for them? And it's not about the data that their information is being stored. There are certain confidential data as well. As you must have seen the banking system, how does that really work? That really works on a CRM based system. So what CRM really does is it just stores the particular information of that client. How does that client is related to us? How does that client took the training, and all the relationship that is maintained by the organization and the client is presented over there. that is stored on a database. So first, I really need to understand what really is the purpose of me having a database in my organization. How does it gonna impact my organization? What really should be the purpose of it? Other than that, like if I am having an organization, it will be difficult for me to have a look at all the database. So just to prevent the confusion and any kind of misconception over there, the naming should be in a way that it should help anyone of that person in their organization to access that database. And another thing would be, if I am someone, as I am having two branches, one is based in India, one another one is in US. And if I'm someone sitting in India and wants to access the data over USA or per se some other country, it would have been difficult for me to store my data in another part of the country. So I need to be very careful around the same where I am putting my data, and that needs to be specified, as we have already seen as Azure being provided. It's a bandwidth thing that takes time to get uploaded, and it will be difficult for me if I'll just access any of the website per se that is in based in US and their database are over there. It will take time for me to load per se. If there is some servers that are based nearby me, it will be easier accessible to me. Other than that, we just need to have a look at the compute capacity, as it's not something that we can just store it right away. We do need compute capacity. Basically, we need storage, virtual machine, networking. Other than that, there should be a proper space where I can just put my database over. And pricing, and that is a major concern of every organization. Whatever the resources my organization gonna use, how much it gonna cost me, that is a major concern that every organization have if they are planning to set up an organization or build a database. That needs to be discussed. Even if I am going on premises on the same, I need to have a look at the pricing model, as we do have three types of pricing model over here that we'll discuss in upcoming slides. Other than that, storage. Azure do offer that plans for storage depending upon the need of the database, what database is required, how much storage will be needed to set up that database. That should be a primary concern over there. Other than that, it do have 64-bit RDBS offering that help us to get a better performance of the database. And we'll get back after a small break.